This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people to make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, what about you? So we're talking about self-esteem today. Self-esteem is all about how we value ourselves. So it's not about how we are, and it's not about what other people think of us, because other people might think you're great. But if you don't think you're great, then this will bring down your sense of self-worth. So it's all about how you feel inside about yourself. And this is why it generally doesn't work in the long term if you tag your sense of self-worth onto external stuff like what you look like or the job that you do or whether other people are saying nice things to you or not. I mean, undoubtedly, whatever's going on the outside will have an effect on how you're feeling on the inside, but ultimately, all that external stuff results in a fragile kind of self-esteem because it's on the outside, it's outside your control, and so it could go away or it could stop at any moment. And this is why I think that building your self-esteem from the inside out is a much more secure place to put your self-worth. Because then you're not reliant on external stuff that's going to change. Because as you go through your life, you might look differently, you'll do different jobs, sometimes people will be nice to you and sometimes they won't. But who you are and the value that you bring to the world, that stays constant and that is growing as you grow through life. So how do we do this? How do we build our self-esteem from the inside out? I mean, the good news here is that you've got loads of options, and I've chosen today a really effective exercise that I want to share with you. It's actually a writing exercise because I figured that we haven't done a writing exercise for ages. So if your pen and paper has been itching, today's the day. We're going for it. This exercise is adapted from my book, Change Your Life in 5 Minutes a Day. It's available in all good bookshops, maybe even some terrible ones, except there's no such thing as a terrible bookshop. They're all beautiful. Anyway, get yourself a piece of paper, a writing instrument of your choice, Kugelschreiber. Yes, I'm still doing German on the old Duolingo. I still can't speak it, but never mind, I'm persevering. So what we're going to do is write a letter to one of the best people you know. And can you tell where this is going? I think you can. It's a letter to yourself. A positive letter to yourself. And by the way, if the thought of writing a letter to yourself is making you totally squirm and cringe and you just don't fancy doing it, you can also use this as a focus for something to think about the next time you go out for a walk. So maybe you just write that letter in your head rather than down. But if you can bring yourself to write it down, I promise it's a really powerful thing to do. You need to write to yourself in the third person. So, Dear Joanne would be how mine would start. Because you know how it's much easier to be nice to somebody else than it is to be nice to yourself. So you're going to use that to your advantage today by writing a letter to yourself as if you were another person. See what I mean? So you write yourself a letter of love and appreciation. List all the good things that you're doing and how well you're coping with your current challenges. Think about, what are you proud of? What's gone well recently? What did you cope with? What did you contribute to your world or to your family in a positive way? By writing this letter, you're challenging the critical voice in your head and instead giving it some positive fuel to work with. You're taking stock and you're focusing on all the things that have gone well rather than beating yourself up about the things that didn't work out. Think of yourself as your own best friend who needs kindness and appreciation and a self-esteem boost, and write that letter. And then once you've got it, you can come back to it anytime you need a boost in the future. So let me know how you get on with that. I'll talk to you soon.